Well, good evening and welcome to Live in the Hive. It's Thursday night and we have a new time of 8 o'clock. I hope you all remembered to join us for this brand new time, and I hope you're going to enjoy it an hour later on. You can't say you're not prepared this week because, you know, we're here, we're at 8 o'clock and we are raring to go. We have got a bit of something for everyone this week. We're calling it a bit of a family special. There's something for the kids, there's something for the mum and dads, the grands, everybody is catered for in this show. We've got some great guests coming up, and of course tonight we are launching our cocktail special. Now that's in conjunction with Hotel Brooklyn. You might have remembered from last week's show. So if you haven't got your ingredients ready, take a look at this. This is the ingredients you're going to need for later on in the show. And you know what? You can be a bit inventive yourself. You don't have to stick to passion fruit vodka. If you've just got vodka, just go for vodka. If you've got Chambord, that's great. If you haven't got Chambord, you can have some creme de cassis like me. See, I'm ready. I'm doing this with you guys. I'm going to be creating cocktails live in the Hive with you and Hotel Brooklyn a little bit later on. If you've never watched the show before, where have you been? We're at show 11. I'm Michelle Eagleton. We're in my garden bar called The Hive, and we have lots of fun in here every week with some mini me's. We're going to see our first mini me actually very, very soon now. So we're going to see my little boy who is called Harry, and every week he likes to tell you who's coming on the show. So who have we got this week, Harry?
On tonight's show we've got Natalie and Oli.
Natalie and Oli. Do you know how long it took him to do that, Natalie and Oli? Because we've actually got a lovely lady called Natalie Reeves Billing coming on the show. And for a 6-year-old, that was pretty much a tongue tweezer or twizzler or whatever you call it. See, I can't even say it. I need to put my teeth in. But no, Natalie and Oli. Oli The Choc, a chocolatier like no other. You are absolutely going to love him. And as ever, I need you to join in with the show, because without you, we couldn't do this show. And I love the fact we're getting some comments in already. Please do some comments. Oh, I've got one already from Oli. Here we go. This is fantastic. So he is coming on very, very soon. I know he's excited. We're excited too. We've got one from Mandy saying, hiya, hun, looking great. Thank you very much. Just delighting. And so please get involved with the comments if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube. It's great to have you here. Now, not only have I got me here tonight, I said it's a family affair. You've seen mini me number 1. Mini me number 2 is live in the Hive. This is Daisy. You know Daisy from her fact of the week every week. Come in and move a little bit closer to mummy. Are you excited about co-presenting with me tonight?
I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this all week.
All week. So the thing is, she is so much better than me. So you're going to see that as the show progresses. By next week, you'll be going, don't want that, Michelle. Just want Daisy.
And then I'll take over the show.
And of course you will do. So she's got some questions to put to our guest later on. And you've got a good fact of the week this week.
Yes, it's really good.
It's making me hungry already. That's a little bit of a clue. All right, well, bye for now, Daisy.
Bye.
Okay, because we are going to turn our concentration on our first guest. Now, she is a fantastic woman. Oh my goodness. She's so creative. She's so talented. And I'm really, really pleased to be getting her into the Hive, because I think she won't come back on the Hive in about a year or so. She'll be like, not coming on that show. Why do I say that? Because her books are absolutely fantastic. She's got this monstrous series out right now, and I know that our kids have been really enjoying them. We've got him here in the house tonight. I had to prize them off Harry. But first and foremost, let's just take a look at what this monstrous series is all about. Take a look at this.
What if your mummy is a monster? What if your daddy is one too? What if your kids are monsters? What do you do? Maybe the answer is a kiss. Maybe the answer is a cuddle. Because monsters or not, they're still our family too. The Monstrous Me series is a split perspective book aimed at helping children develop a sense of balance, groundedness and well-being.
Oh, that makes me very excited. The Monstrous series. And here is the lady in question. Welcome, Natalie Reeves Billing. Hello.
Hello, what an intro. I don't know if I can follow it.
You totally can follow that, Natalie. Oh my goodness, you've brought so much joy into our lives this week by reading your books. Honestly, and just looking at that film there, that short film that explained it, I think as a parent, it's fantastic to have something that shows it from your perspective and your child's perspective, because we just don't see that.
No. And that was one of the things I thought was lost, especially in the pandemic when we were all together so often. And I was in the middle of sculpting this series. And my daughter said to me, you know, Mummy, you're always saying how there's always two sides to every story, but there isn't. There clearly isn't. There's only one, and it's your side. And I thought, you know what, that is true. We don't spend enough time listening to each other's stories. And that's why I thought this idea was so important.
And what's great about it is it's interactive, not just by kind of the stories, which we'll go into in a bit, but the flipping of the book over. It's a fun thing. I mean, when Harry got it, he was like, Mum, oh, there's another story. And like, I can turn it upside down. It was just pure joy on his face.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a headache to keep that flip, but I just wanted to keep the concept so pure to the original. I mean, I know all of us have this, where we have this inspired idea, and by the time it reaches the end, bits of it have fallen off because you thought, oh, that's too tough, or too many people have chipped in. And so I thought, no, I'm going to keep that flip, even though Amazon are not going to actually release the flip book version because they can't do the upside down thing. It was well worth getting that hardback flip book version as well, as an extra sort of incentive, a bespoke version as a gift. Definitely.
I really do think that works. Now, obviously, as said, we've read it together, me and my little boy, and I think there's so many things that you relate to in there that, you know, as a mum, I'm going, oh my goodness, you know, the Lego has dropped on the floor and ouch, my goodness, you just kind of scream, or I'm going to close her ears now because Daisy's listening. But, you know, if I'm trying to brush her hair, she's like, Mom, oh, it's like spikes in my hair. So I'm reading your words going, this is my life. Yeah. That must be your life. And is that kind of drawn from your own experiences?
Yeah, most definitely. And, you know, in the course of normal life, you're able to go out and see other people and kind of replenish and recharge your batteries. But when we were together all the time, and all you're getting is those incidents, if you like. And then on top of that, you had the homeschooling. So how to fill up that vessel inside, you know, where you're thinking, please, guys, just cooperate, please. Let's just be a team. And so we had this share space. And that essentially is what this book is. It's a share space where you can meet in a fun, humorous sort of way and just get all these things off your chest so you can both have a chance at understanding each other.
Oh, we certainly did understand each other, as you'll hear on Harry's book review very, very soon. They are quite, well, they're lyrical, your books, because they're in rhyme. And I've got to say, that is something that I think, again, is quite clever, because they're the books that tend to stick in your mind. I think we've all kind of sat there with our kids with, we're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. And it's catchy and it kind of keeps your attention. Is that the style in all your books? And is that something that you're going to keep going forward, Natalie?
I think so. You know, coming from a musical background, rhythm is so ingrained in me, I guess. So what I did is actually the songs, the books, if you like, are songs. So for instance, just to give you an idea, I have them all in different melodies. So I can pull out a melody at all time. For instance, my mommy's a monster that no one can see, and nobody knows but my brother and me. So you basically what you do is you write them as if you're writing a song. And sometimes you can throw a chorus in, get the children engaging with it, get some actions in there, and it's just an interactive experience.
I love that. I only wish that I could sound like you, because it sounds like a cat is dying when I start singing. I think this is a good time to bring my daughter in, because she's laughing her head off at what I've just said. You know that is true, Daisy. You have got a question for Natalie, though, haven't you?
Yes, I do. So, Natalie, did you always want to write books as a kid?
Well, actually, as a kid, I wanted to be super famous, like the most famous person ever. That's what I wanted to be when I was young. And I wanted to be a singer and a songwriter, and I wanted to perform. But what I never told anybody was that actually I'm secretly very shy, and I always put on this facade, but actually I'm a very shy person underneath it all. So when I got a bit older, I thought, you know what, it's the writing of the songs that I like most. And I think I like words and I like rhyme. And so that was when I decided to write a book. I wrote a book about 6 years ago for the first time. And then I've written more and more and more ever since then.
Oh, do you know what? We've got some lovely comments coming in about you. Bernie Hollywood said, Natalie Reeves Billing rocks. Thank you, Bernie. We're going to talk about you later, Bernie. So I'm glad that you're watching. And I've also got a little love from Julie for you, who says, I love these books. So, you know, you're touching lots of people's lives. I'm gonna bring Harry in at this point, you know, because bless him, he's not with us tonight. He's super excited. I think he's overdosed on Haribos. So I have to kind of think, what should we do? Should we have him on, or should we have him recorded? So I did this a little bit earlier in the day. Take a look at this, Natalie, see what you think.
I like the fact that you can flip it over, and I like the fact that it's really funny, and I like the fact that it actually says poo. Yes. And I like the fact that my mum is a monster more than my daddy.
Did you hear him? He went really quiet, as if to say, I'm going to say the word poo, but if I say it really quiet, no one will notice that I've said it. He liked the fact it said poo in the book, Natalie.
I love the little pause, and then his eyes go from left to right, like, poo. You know, really?
I think he was thinking, is Mummy going to tell me off if I actually mention that's the really bit that I like in there. So what do you think of his review?
I love it. I thought I like that little, you know, the little snipe at the end there about who he thinks Mummy is in the house. I think it's important to figure out who the monster is in the house right early off the bat, you know.
I know, I'm a bit aggrieved that he thinks it's Mummy. And you know what? I'm thinking that we should this is the next book I'm going to get for him, right? And Daisy will love this.
Yeah, get that book.
I can hear her shouting in the background, my brother is a monster. So yeah, they're brilliant. But we're not here just to talk about the Monstrous series, because there's so much that you are doing, and you know, I'm going to try and cram it all in, Natalie, but we just heard from Bernie there on the comments. Bernie Hollywood, as some people might know, came on a couple of weeks ago to talk about his wonderful Boat of Hope and what he's doing and raising awareness for mental health charities. You've got involved with this. Tell us a bit about how you have.
Well, I've actually written a children's book that documents the journey across the sea. And so it encapsulates the challenge, I guess, and the facts. But it more so than that, I thought how fitting it was, really. It's like everything just aligned, because the sea is a wonderful analogy for our emotions, you know, with water and the movement of it and the ups and the downs, the fluidity of it and the different shades of light and dark, I guess. And so I thought, what an excellent way to make it into this sort of epic journey that they go on and explore our feelings at the same time. And this amazing friendship between a man and Boaty, you know, that's basically his internal dialogue with himself while he's at sea. So there's these layers where when you're watching it as a family or reading it as a family, you'll understand it on those different levels. And I thought it was important as a family proposition that everybody there will be taking something from that.
And you know what? It is enchanting. I've kind of been lucky enough to read a few of the pages because I've had a bit of a sneaky preview, and I can see the front cover here, Bernie and Boaty. I mean, not only, you know, is the book just magical, the illustrations as well. Look at little Bernie Hollywood there on Boaty. And you mentioned, though, again, kind of the lyricalness of the sea. And that's quite apt because you've only gone and got a flipping Spice Girl, Mel C, narrating your book. How cool is that?
I know it. I mean, it was beyond our wildest dreams, really. And, you know, I was a Spice Girl fan. I know, and still to this day, can sing every single lyric to probably all of the tunes. So, you know, a massive one for me. And, you know, as you said in a previous conversation with Mel being a mum as well, and, you know, having gone through so many things herself, I think it's just so poignant to have Mel from Liverpool, you know, powerful woman, you know. I just think it's really fitting.
Oh, but it must feel amazing as well, you know, to kind of get that stamp from a Spice Girl. I don't think I'd be able to sleep.
No, it was surreal. I've got to say, it really was, and it kind of felt like going full circle back from my, kind of gave me a taste back of my old singing days again, thinking, oh, okay, maybe my singing band career life is not over after all, and now throw a few sea shanties in.
Exactly. And you've also got a Hollywood actor as well. So not just Mel, you've got Sacha Dhawan, and I absolutely, oh, there's Mel getting back in the act there. Sacha, there he is. I mean, I love Sacha. I saw him in the BBC One drama In the Club. Gosh, that was many years ago. He's gone off to Hollywood. He's starting things like The Iron Fist. He is brilliant. Now, again, that's a heavyweight too.
Yeah. And to have him doing our call to action, his voice is incredible. You know, it's so rich, and you know, and he's a bit of a looker as well. Let's just get that out there. He's not hard on the eye.
I'm not gonna lie, my husband might be coming on to taste the cocktail in a bit, so I can't really say how much, but yeah. I've got some comments coming in. I'm going to pull them up because Heather says, love that book. What a fabulous idea. Well done, Natalie. Oh,
thank you, Heather.
Oh, brilliant. So we can get the books and we can take a look at the books, can't we, from your website? Because we've got the website up here. So I'm just going to pop that on there if you are interested in taking a look, because there's some great books on there. And I suppose at some point we will get that Boat of Hope, Bernie and Boaty on there too. But I really, before you go, I have to ask you about the next project, which is so exciting going forward. And that's Split Perspectives, which you're involved in. And this is Build a Book. Now, tell us about how that works, because I think it's ingenious.
Okay, so basically we have our character who's called Buxy, who's a little build-a-bug. He's a little bug. And we have these toolboxes. And in your toolbox, you get some books to read, which are written by local authors, and then not only read the book but build it. So you build the characters, you build the scenes, the sets, the props, you can dress them, you can put yourself in the book as well, so you can draw yourself on a little template and you can dress yourself, and you can bring your friends in and you can do little puppet shows with it. It's like a little box diorama. And then when you think that that's the end, you're like, what can I do now? Then you can write your own book, and we have a utensil that allows you to figure out about all your characters and how to write a blurb and how to assess settings and scene, beginnings, middle, ends, all those sorts of things. And it's so simple to do. My kids have been doing them, and my son never touches anything to do with English. He hates, he says, but actually he doesn't. It's just the word English I think he's got a problem with. When he hears it, he kind of niggles, but once he's got the pen and he gets going, he's good. So yeah, I can't wait to get these delivered to kids.
I have to bring Daisy in then, because I was seeing her face at the side of my eyeline, and I was thinking, she is amazed by this. This is the first time you've heard about this, and how exciting is that?
That is so cool. I need to get a copy first.
Sure thing. And you can demonstrate how you build it and stuff, and let me know your thoughts. That would be incredible if you would do that for me, because you're a superstar.
I do think anything kind of interacting like that, you know, as a family and having conversations and kind of like using your creativeness, but also I think as a mum, a dad, you know, auntie, uncle, grandpa, you know, sometimes it doesn't come naturally. So if you've got the tools for you, I think that makes it 10 times easier, Natalie.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, if you've got little characters and you want to tell someone something, but it's hard to tell them, and you just get your characters out, you could go, Booksy says that you were a bit mean to me earlier on. You know what I mean? And so you can kind of put all your feelings into these characters, and it dissolves the stress and the tension, I've noticed. So there's no big flare-ups or nothing. You can just blame the characters, can't you?
Don't tell us you can blame the characters. But no, it's great. And they're going to be going to schools as well, won't they, Natalie? You know, so I think that is great, because the more children as well that we encourage to read and to get their feelings out, I think can only be just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's so cathartic to get all your feelings out. I mean, I know with me, it's been the one thing when I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed and my head's really blurry. If I start just downloading it all and just doing a bit of free writing, before I know it, I've formed a list. I know exactly where I am. I've mind mapped. It's just essential to kind of get it from here, where there's 100 voices all vying for attention, and onto paper.
I think that's fantastic. Do you know what? I've loved speaking to you. Yeah, I could speak to you all night. And I've got to say as well, nobody's mentioned in the comments your background, but it is flipping amazing. And
oh, yeah,
your office.
Oh, yeah, my office. Yeah. See, what often happens with me is when I think of a place to escape in my mind, it ends up being at home as well, actually really built in real life. So I've got little places all around the house which are a bit odd, if I'm being honest, where I can just go, what kind of vibe am I feeling today? I know I feel a bit spacey. I'll go into my space hub. So it is a bit of a weird place. But, you know, one day, come down, bring Daisy, bring Harry. You can have a little explore around some of these little sets. They're very weird.
I think we'll do a live in the Hive from your place. It sounds like there's some great places that we can explore and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, green screen in the next room. That could be fun.
I'm there already. Right. Thank you so much for coming on. And, you know, thank you. The books are a joy. And if anybody wants to get in touch with Natalie, as we saw, the website was up earlier on, and she's on Instagram and Facebook, and we've put all those up. And as you can see, she's a lovely lady and she's talented as well. Oh, you're going to have to go now, Natalie. Flipping heck.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Harry. And thanks, Brilliant Live at the Hive, for having me on. Live in the Hive for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. Take care, Natalie.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was lovely. Did you enjoy that?
I love that.
Oh, she's absolutely fantastic. And I have to say, really some great ideas there from Natalie. But we are going to be taking a look at our brand new feature. I'm taking a short breath because I now have got to make these cocktails along with you. So I've got all my bits and bobs here. Daisy is going to watch me frantically try and make it. And then hopefully my husband will be winging his way in to try the cocktail. So are you ready for our first ever Cocktails with Hotel Brooklyn? Take a look.
Hi guys, so this week I will show you how to do one of our best twisted cocktail of the French Martini Brooklyn Bridge in the Hotel Brooklyn. And we're gonna use the simple ingredients: passion, vodka, Chambo, and the pineapple juice. Let's go to the game. So first of all, I start from the pineapple juice, just around the 50 to 60 ml. Very simple. Then we're going for the nice big part of the passion fruit vodka, 50 ml, and Chambo liquor. Alternatively, we can at home use always the creme de cassis, but always work, yes? If you don't have the measure, you can always try to use the shot glass in the home environment, yes? Make sure you put lots of ice in your shaker and they give a nice feeling shake. Single strain is perfect for this cocktail because we're gonna serve this over the ice. You can see nice creamy texture. Top up with the ice. And now the best part is the garnish. So we're gonna use the frozen raspberries and the beautiful edible flowers. And this is our Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, did I do it? Did I do it? Daisy, did I do it?
She did it.
Yeah, I did it. Look, there is my cocktail, my Brooklyn Bridge, my twist on a French martini. I've got somebody in the house. Are you going to come in the back of the screen here? Mr. Eagleton.
Oh, wait, I can't work out where I am.
This is why we don't have him on much. So try that out.
I only come for the good bits.
Think. All right, okay.
It's nice.
Do you like it?
Very good. Yeah.
Did I do well?
Describe what it tastes like.
Passion fruity. I don't know what's in it.
Yeah, passion fruit, isn't it?
It's very rich and very sweet.
All right, well, you can go and enjoy.
Cheers,
the
everybody.
cocktail.
I'm happy now.
He gets the best jobs ever. Best jobs ever. All right, okay, let's introduce our second guest in the house this evening. Oh, this man is fantastic. Do you know what? I don't think can you see him coming out the back there? Because we are live in the Hive. We are in my garden, in the garden bar. But I've got to say, yeah, this man as our next guest is brilliant. And I don't think we need Willy Wonka anymore because we have got Oli The Choc and he is fantastic. Oli, you're in the house. You're in the Hive.
In the Hive, baby. Yes, woo! Thanks for having me, Michelle. Woo!
What do you think of my cocktail?
I tell you what, it's making me thirsty. I'm just watching it like, oh, passion fruit and all these zesty, refreshing flavors. Love that. What a great feature.
Can you believe my husband only came in for the cocktail? He's not. Do you know why? Because he's going out now to watch the show on the screen in our living room because he doesn't want to miss you, Oli.
Oh, I love it, Justin. Welcome to the chocolate room. Welcome to the Choc studio. So he's just come for pre-drinks there. I like his style.
This is amazing. I mean, you are fantastic. We're going to see some of your creations very soon.
Thank you.
I call you the coolest chocolatier around. And I don't say that lightly. Look at the background. Rock and roll, love. This is fun.
It's good fun.
Where did this concept come up with, Oli? Because you're not just the average chocolate maker.
Thank you so much. What a lovely intro. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much for having me, Michelle. It's a great show, great energy. But yeah, it's interesting because it's a creative process, isn't it? Like Natalie was talking about with her creative inspiration. And it's interesting when I look back, I remember making a chocolate guitar for somebody as an order. And I was like, oh, choc and roll. And it just kind of stuck. And that was about 15 years ago. So I've been working with chocolate for 20 years this year. And the whole thing's just evolved and it's just this whole crazy beast. And now I've got this studio where I record all my YouTube videos and, the stuff that I do for Instagram. And it's just good fun. I just play with chocolate every day. And that's literally what I've been doing all day today. So hence all the mess.
I think that has got to be the best job in the world. You've been playing with chocolate today, right? Because you don't stop, but you're doing a creation today, which actually is something for you. It's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it?
That's right. And I just thought to myself, every birthday, I always have a Colin the Caterpillar cake, always have done since I was a kid. I'm a big kid. That doesn't change much. So I just thought, I'm going to make my own because there was this whole supermarket war, wasn't there, over these caterpillar cakes, all with different names and stuff. So I just thought I'd create my own, but I haven't got a name for this one yet. So it's a he or a she, I don't know. I'll let the viewers decide. If you could maybe tweet or, comment on Instagram or something like that, on Facebook on the Live in the Hive. But this is it. It's a bit of a gangster one. It's got dollar bill sunglasses and it's kind of got graffiti, like chocolate graffiti all over. So it's quite chunky, actually.
It's epic. Oh my
It's heavy.
goodness. Daisy has just whispered in my ear. She went, I know what we're gonna call it. So I'm gonna turn over to Daisy, and
Go
she's
on,
wishing
Daisy.
it was Smell-O-Vision. And she actually wishes you were in the hive, Ollie, with all that
Send you
chocolate.
some.
Yeah.
You'll have to come over. You're welcome to come and make chocolate with me anytime you want.
Yes.
I
Let's
think you
do
just
it.
made a year,
That's
Ollie.
my favourite thing ever.
So
Is it?
what would you call that wonderful caterpillar?
Well, if it was a girl, I'd call it Carla. And if it was a boy, I'd call it Cameron.
So we're going with the C's like Colin, but we can't get in any trouble with copyright. So I love it. Love that. I was thinking
I've
Cardi.
got a
Cardi
better
B.
one, and I think I outdo you, Daisy.
Oh,
I think Coolio, the caterpillar.
Coolio, the caterpillar with his chocolate shades on. Yeah, I'm loving that. It's a
I'm
tough
going
one.
old school.
Yes. Gangster's Paradise. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take you back, all right, to when you were a little tyke, because I've got a picture of you, all right. And I don't know if you know this, but look at young Ollie.
Where's that come from? Have you been speaking to Mama and Papa Choc or something? That's that's a throwback.
Oh, bless you. Now, obviously, you know, you've come from like a family that is chocolatiers. Your dad, Simon, you know, was a chocolatier, and it's kind of like it's a family run business. So as early as that young age, were you really into chocolate?
A chocoholic, yeah. My whole life, like it's in my DNA, it's in my blood. I just love it. Like Mum and Dad used to make chocolates from home, from a little chocolate factory, a little room in the house. I used to sneak down there in the middle of the night with my little sister when I was about that age. And I remember that was an Easter bonnet competition, which I won. And I had the choice of all these eggs, and some of them were huge. And I chose like the smallest one, apparently. I'm not sure. There was some reason for that, I guess. But yeah, great memories. And it's certainly not put me off chocolate.
No, it definitely hasn't. And the thing is, you've really kind of embraced the whole chocolate and as I said before, taken it to another level, because some of your creations are just absolutely out of this world. Now, this one here, you made this during lockdown, didn't you? It's quite a special one, this. And I think it's a brilliant and really heartwarming idea, Ollie.
Thank you very much. It was something that, you know, I was able to keep going in business due to the fact that I was able to go online, delivering live classes whereby we could send out the kits to anywhere in the world. So I wanted to sort of pay homage to the Royal Mail and sort of any delivery drivers and just all the key workers that were helping businesses like mine kind of continue throughout the pandemic. So I thought, I'm going to make a chocolate post box and sort of time lapse the video. And it was good fun. And I had lots of children coming down to, you know, my place up in High Lane, Chocolate Street, posting the letters that they'd written to all the key workers in the chocolate post box. So it's fab. Good fun. Yeah, we created some good memories.
It looks amazing fun. Do you know what? I'd have wanted to eat it as I've gone along. I'd have been biting little bits off. There would have been nothing left as I've gone along that.
Yes.
Do you, like, when you're creating something, do you get inspired like that about what's going on in the world? What kind of gets your ideas going?
It can come to me at any point in time. I could be in the shower. It could be like in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. And during that time, I think we were all experiencing a strange, you know, sensation, weren't we? Like either struggling to sleep. I was actually starting to sleep quite well, weirdly. And I'd wake up in the morning, first thing in the morning, with just ideas kind of flooding through me, and I just couldn't wait to get into work and like action it. And I was kind of lucky that because of the situation, it meant that I could come here and be creative and just kind of get back in my little chocolate kitchen, doing what I love, doing what I do best without any distraction at all. Because, you know, it was a shame that I wasn't able to do the chocolate parties, but on the flip side, I could get more creative. So whenever I go traveling, always.
You know, you have been inventive, because people aren't missing out, because I know that you did these fantastic children's chocolate parties, and you've also done corporates as well, which I think, oh my gosh, if my business set up a chocolate kind of making experience, I think they're the best business in the world. But you're now doing these, which are fantastic. So it's kind of chocolate party in a box. So you can do all that in the comfort of your own home, can't you?
Yes, yeah, that's it. And it kept me sane throughout the pandemic, meant that we could continue sharing sort of our love for creativity and chocolate. And yeah, I do a lot of virtual corporate events this way. I've been doing them for people in America and like Japan, Singapore, and it's been a really interesting time being able to connect with people from around the world. So yeah,
That
we
is
did a Guinness World
fantastic.
Record. Yeah,
Well, we're
thank you
going
very
to
much.
come to some of your videos a little bit later and this
Yes.
exciting project that you have got going on. But I have to show people this because I saw this video and I was like, oh my goodness, I almost wanted, and I'm sure people, when they watch it, will be like, you kind of want to put your mouth at the side of the video and just let the chocolate drop in. It's like the
Yeah,
beginning of Willy Wonka where you're just like,
definitely.
ah. So take a look at what Oli created. It's a skull as you've never seen a skull before.
Oh yeah. Lovely. I
Oh,
genuinely enjoyed
amazing,
that.
amazing. Do you know what? I've got to say, that was something. I think people up and down now who are watching this will be like, that is just something else.
I actually enjoyed watching that. Sometimes I forget some of the things I've done and actually look back at old videos and pictures just to get that inspiration back, sometimes because you can't always constantly be inspired. I wish I was, but yeah, those are the best times when you get an idea and you action it. And it's just, yeah, to look back at that, I think we're very lucky in this digital age that we can share stuff like that.
Honestly, I don't know how you didn't lick all that chocolate because I seriously would have. Those skulls would not have been made. Talking of creations, though, I've got to call upon this one.
Yes.
We're going to find out who this is for. It kind of gives it away there. The person that you made this for, were you a big fan of them beforehand, Ollie?
Absolutely, yeah. No, a big fan of their music. I'm sure people are having a closer look now, and you can see if you look very closely, it says Hooky 65. There he is, Peter Hook, Joy Division, New Order, and a pal of mine as well. He only lives around the corner from me, so I've done chocolate parties for him and his family, and yeah, the lovely people, and that was a big. He didn't expect that, so I literally, and you can see the Joy Division record, chocolate vinyl. It's good fun to do that. Really good fun.
He doesn't look 65. He's looking good.
No, he does. He's a rock star, isn't he? Yeah, it's a rock star and a choc star right there. It's a good picture.
And yeah, absolutely. The mix of both of them. And that is kind of what we get from you. As I say, those creations are just something that you don't imagine. And I've got to say as well, this one, I think he stole your look.
Oh, I knew that was coming then. Gino. Brilliant.
Gino DeCampo. Wowzers. What's this all about?
I did an event with him at his restaurant. So it was his evening where they serve a meal, a dinner, and he goes around the tables and he usually takes a Negroni with him and has a chat and a picture with all of his guests. So it's a well turned out event. And I sort of went along and sort of co-hosted part of the evening, whereby I showcased some of the chocolates that I'd created for the event, which were like Italian inspired. Really unusual flavors that you wouldn't expect in chocolate. So things like balsamic, even Parmesan, like a Parmesan crisp with white chocolate. I can't remember what else we did, but we made people guess. They had to kind of blind guess the flavors, and it was really good to work with Gino. It was brilliant fun. We had a shot of tequila before we stood up and talked, and just typical Gino. Brilliant.
Because you know what, funny you should say that. With cooking as well, they always say, I think it's for chili, put some chocolate in chili and it actually makes it taste better. Yeah,
it does. It as like a very subtle flavor enhancer, almost gives it a little bit of depth, doesn't it? And certainly, it's just good fun playing around with chocolate. I love it because you've got the sweet side, all of this, maybe obvious stuff, but then I like to kind of go into the savory side and put a chocolate twist on things.
Well, Daisy has got a question for you, and she's also got a fact about chocolate. So I'm going to bring Daisy back in. Hello, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy.
Hello.
So what's your question to Oli first and foremost?
So, Oli, what is your favourite thing that you've made out of chocolate?
Great question. It's a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with the life-size David Beckham. We made a sculpture of David Beckham. It was, about the same size as me, 6 foot tall. I did it with my dad, and some of our team kind of helped with it. It was brilliant fun. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
do you know what? I love David Beckham, but actually you've made him even better if he is chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah. I
don't think Daisy's fact of the week is going to top that, but hit us with your fact of the week about chocolate.
Okay, so my fact of the week this week is that the biggest chocolate bar in the whole world weighed 12,700 pounds.
Wow. That's a lot of chocolate. That is a lot of chocolate. Wow. Imagine. I mean, funny you should say that, because one of my many ambitions in life is to create the world's biggest chocolate bar. I mean, that's a really tough one to compete with, but my vision is to have children from all around the world sending to one place a small piece of chocolate, like a bar of chocolate that we put together to create the site, like on a football pitch. So that's the mission. I'd like to do that because we did do a Guinness World Record for the largest number of people making chocolate together in an online hangout. We did that just before Christmas. But that's my goal there, Daisy. So I think you read my mind a bit.
Oh, everyone is loving you, Oli. Mandy is saying yummy chocolate. We've got Nikki here. She's saying amazing work. You are getting everybody's taste buds going. Maria, she's come in and said, wow, we're loving you.
Very
do you know
good.
Somebody else who loves him? Steph McGovern, The Steph Show. I was watching The Steph Show because I do love that program, and
Brilliant.
I couldn't get my phone out quick enough, and I was like taking a picture of the screen going, it's Oli on The Steph Show. Are we going to see all of you on it?
Yeah, definitely. I've been on there 3 times and I've absolutely loved it each and every time. I get more and more used to it each time as well. It just kind of feels like the next natural move and step for me in my career and life in chocolate. So as Steph would say, I'm the resident choc doc. So anything that comes up chocolate related, I'm sure I'll be there. So it's back in September. I'm hoping to get back soon.
Oh, you've got so many projects on the go. I'm really excited. I know you've got a new podcast coming up. Is it called Going In Deep?
Deep, yes, it is. And this is a really different one. And it's live now. So it's available where you can get your podcasts. So in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Amazon, wherever wherever you listen to your podcasts. But it's good for me to do something outside. It's kind of like a passion project. Myself and my friend Ben, we like to go into deep conversation. So that's why it's called Going In Deep, because we'll literally pick a topic and just go in deep. So it's really good fun. It's nice to sort of exercise just the Oli, not Oli The Choc, just Oli. And it's really good fun.
So we get to know a little bit about you aside from the chocolate and talking about outside of the chocolate world. Well, actually, you've got your own baby choc. Congratulations, Romy Star, your little girl.
Thank you.
must only be a couple of months old, if that, at the
She's
moment.
exactly 2 months old, Michelle. Correct. Yeah, well done. She's just 8 weeks. Sunday just gone. So no, she is a little star, and she's literally melted my chocolate heart. But no, I love her to bits. It's the most amazing feeling. As you know, becoming a parent, it's second to none.
It is. It really is. Congratulations to you and your absolutely gorgeous wife, Kim.
Thank
I need to
you.
get Kim on the show because you
Yes.
are, I think, the ultimate power couple. Honest to
Oh,
God.
that's very kind.
Like, Posh and Bex have nothing on you two, right? Because Kim, if anybody doesn't know, Kim does this amazing jewellery range and home range as well.
That's right.
She's got some
That's right.
stunning
Yeah.
wine glasses. Not that I drink a lot of wine, Ollie.
But it's got to be in the right glass, though, Michelle, hasn't it? If you're having a nice crisp glass of rosé, you need that Kim-spired glass.
It makes all the difference, Ollie.
Yes,
but no, huge
definitely.
congratulations to you both. Romy Star has got
you.
the coolest parents ever.
Thank you so much. We are over the moon.
Well, before I let you go as well, tell us a bit about the YouTube show that is coming up, which I am so excited for. The Choc and Roll Show. I know you've been filming it. It's out very soon. What can we expect?
Indeed. Yeah. No, thank you, Michelle. It's, again, a bit of a passion project, really. I think I've always wanted to have my own show. And I just thought, actually, in this day and age, we can do that. Like, we have got the power to start, as you've shown here, like start your own show on YouTube. And I've done lots of live shows on Facebook. Kim and I did Saturday Choc Live throughout lockdown, which was brilliant. It kept us going, and every week there was a different theme and we made something different. I've decided to take it to YouTube, and I've got my friend Matthew Platts from Visual Noise, so he edits it all. So it's really cool. On the show we're going to have like different features, so there'll be a different guest on each show, and a little making something like a different recipe each week that families can make at home. So it's a family show. We'll be showcasing, like, you know, me making something crazy like a chocolate motorbike. That's a clue as to one of the guests that came on. In fact, I'll just tell you, it was Grace Webb from Grace's Amazing Machines on CBBS. So that was appropriate.
She's very excited now.
Really? So I can't wait to show you that. Yes, can't wait to show you Daisy. Yeah, so we're having a lot of fun.
Do you know what? I am going to be subscribing to that and watching it all the time. It is absolutely brilliant. I love your work. I love your vibe, and just keep doing what you're doing, Ollie. And we will pop down to taste some chocolate. Definitely save us some of Coolio the caterpillar.
I will. He's literally I just made ganache. So he's literally a ganache cake. You know, like the ganache in the cake? This is just ganache, because I just had no time to waste and no oven here. So just, yeah. There we go. But I look forward to having you over. Literally, we must organise that. It's been amazing to be on your fabulous show. Love the energy, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing as well. Bringing smiles.
Much love. All right, you take care, and I'll see you very soon, Ollie. Bye-bye.
See you soon. Thanks, Michelle. Bye.
Bye.
He's brilliant, isn't it?
We need to go
there. We definitely need to go. Do you know what? I want to go tonight because I'm seriously now very, very hungry. So if you enjoyed the show tonight,
it was amazing.
Well, we've got just a few more things that are going to hopefully entertain you. I am going to be showing you now this wonderful activity to do at the weekend, because sometimes you get stuck, don't you? And what to do? It's the kids' summer holidays, and I have mixed something brilliant here in what I'm going to suggest to you. I love theatre. Love theatre.
Absolutely.
Love a bit of entertainment.
Same.
It's inside, so you won't get wet.
Ooh.
Let's take a look at this.
So the Lowry Open Day is back, and the date for your diary is the 15th of August from 10 until 4 p.m. There's going to be so much going on. Fun, free, family entertainment. There's going to have you all dancing, singing, joining in, doing crafts, and just having a great day down at the quays. We'll have aerial performers coming down the Tower of the Lowry. There'll be dancing, there'll be music. And not only just at the Lowry itself, the quays is going to be alive with events happening at Media City. And if you want a bit of peace and quiet, you can be set adrift on a boat on the Salford Quays itself. So get the date in the diary. Check it out on our website. We'll be adding events and updating it all the time. www.thelowry.com/Open Day 2021. And don't forget, 15th of August, 10 till 4. Get yourselves down to the Lowry. We'll see you there.
So where we're all going on Sunday, we are going to the Lowry for a bit of family entertainment. I have to say, we went last year and it is great to have the theatre open its doors. It's free. You get to see behind the scenes of like the theatre and a bit of backstage. And they have, like, as she said, aerial performers and all bits like that. So definitely do check that one out. Now, if you have been indulging in chocolate whilst you have been watching the show, and fair play to you, I would if I wasn't in this hive, because Ollie made me very, very hungry there. Well, you can work it off with Irene, because Irene is back putting her positive pants on.
Hi, get your positive pants on and join me with some leg swings, motions, lotions, and it's generally going to keep the legs and the lower body very flexible. So all I'm going to do is just swing. It's as simple as that. Just swing, and I can go a bit higher. Yes, I can. You try. Scuttle round to the other side. And just let those legs swing. Let them swing. Let them swing. Wobble and swing. And then I'm going to come round here. And we're going to work those inner thighs a bit. And also the outer thighs. So I think we'll just go a little sway here. Getting a little bit of looseness there. Drop the shoulder across. Just keep those legs moving. And you might try to draw your tongue in, but you definitely have to breathe. I'm going to sit in a squat. So I'm going to put my hands here, push my knees out, and do some little bounces. Now you might not want to go as low as this, don't worry, but this is the goal. Sliding down, 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 down. Shoot up. How's that? Try it.
You're mesmerised, aren't you?
Yeah.
She was saying then, she was like, Mum, why don't you ever go at that? We used to have one of those poles, you know. I might bring it back.
You need to bring it back. I'm going to be there in the garden every single day doing that.
I'm not as good as Irene. Irene is absolutely fantastic. The wonderful Irene with her Put Your Positive Pants On feature. Well, that's it for tonight's show. Thank you for being my co-presenter. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I'll do it anytime.
Well, I think we will definitely have you back. I think people have really enjoyed having you on. I hope you've enjoyed our family special. Big thank you to our wonderful guest this evening, Natalie Reeves Billing, Oli The Choc, Hotel Brooklyn for helping us with those wonderful cocktails, Irene and the Lowry. So it has been a great show, and please stay tuned for more of these live in the hives. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? You've got to subscribe to YouTube and also start liking the page and share the word, share the love, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye. Bye.